Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Guess what? I'm celebrating today. I've made it 30 days. Hopefully you saw my last video. I show you some before and after pictures. I explain I lost 13 pounds about, and now I'm gonna celebrate with my favorite carnivore meal that I've found so far. All right, you ready? Dogs like it. Sunny over here says yes, please. Riley over here says yes, please, because I think it was their favorite meal too. Can you guess it? Here's the sauce on the side. Of course, we won't eat that. If you guessed a full rack of beef ribs, you're right. Don't give me a half rack. Yes, I'll share with the kids and leave a little meat on the bones for the dogs. Yes, I will keep an eye on the dogs to make sure they don't chew them too much and end up trying to swallow part of it. But look at that. Okay, I'm gonna eat in front of you. If you don't like it, move on to the next video. Otherwise, we'll kind of eat, we'll kind of chat, we'll talk carnivore diet, what I'm loving about it so far. Oh, so good. I love splurging. So what are some of my favorite things about the carnivore diet? First of all, I love meat. Some of the meats I'm getting burnt out of. I love the slow cooker. I love the shredded beef. Kind of burnt out. Love the T-bone steaks. I'm sorry, T-bone, ribeye steaks. My daughter's knocking on the door saying hello, or knocking on the window. But so the food's good, but the feeling of losing those 13 pounds, and I still have plenty to go. Don't get me wrong. But I'll tell you what, you want to see a couple pictures? All right, here's before. Here's the after. And here's the best part. It's the feeling of the clothes fitting just a little bit looser. It's the feeling of the energy. I get up in the morning, have a little coffee, and I'm ready to go. It's not even noon. This is my first meal of the day, by the way. I'm typically skipping breakfast, not because I'm not hungry. Because not that I'm trying to like starve myself. It's because I'm not hungry, and I think the meat is just doing a great job of filling me up. But I've already been to school, took care of a bunch of work. Already did my wheelie practice for my other channel on YouTube. Went and looked at some vehicles with my wife. Coming back home, eat some of this, play with the dogs a little bit, and then we're off to one of the kids has basketball, another one's got water polo, racing all over the place. And anyway, it'll be a full day. Hopefully I'll take these guys out about 9:30 for a walk. I'm happy to have a full day instead of fighting for energy throughout the day. That's the best part about the carnivore diet. I've had some great questions down in the comments and some great tips and advice. Thank you. Someone was asking some other diets that are similar to the carnivore diet, what I thought, and again, I'm no expert. I'm just a guy who's done the carnivore diet. I'm also someone 51 years old, which means I've been on the planet longer than a lot of you watching. Probably, maybe not everybody. I'm younger than Old Man Carnivore. He's got a great show too, by the way. Great YouTube channel. I've got a lot of tips from him. Thank you, Old Man Carnivore. Appreciate you. So I'll give you a little background. Grew up ADHD, dyslexic kid bouncing off the walls. Parents put me in every sport. Very grateful for that. As an athlete, trying to eat a little more fit. Late high school, early college, I was eating in the zone diet. Zone diet? Yeah, that's a throwback, huh? I loved it. It did well for me. I was fit. But I never, anyway, that one did well. And I'll explain why I didn't want to try that one again. But I did for a number of years. And, you know, I was fit. It worked well. Years later, I'm going to say in my 30s, I did the paleo diet with great success. I liked it. In fact, I'd say that that is my favorite way of eating, except for carnivore. Fit, lean, doing good. So why am I doing the carnivore diet then? Like, what's the point of this? As a 51-year-old, 3 kids under the age of 15, full-time teacher, always juggling stuff. If you've seen this channel and watched it, you know I got multiple YouTube channels. I'm busted, man. I'm always on the go. And I want to be on the go. But that means I gotta have good energy. When I was researching and kind of looked at the scale, scared myself, said, okay, I gotta get fit again. Hopefully stay fit, right? That's always the goal. But I was like, man, the zone diet did great. I looked good, I felt pretty good, but I didn't have the energy. Maybe not the energy that I hear the carnivore diet has. I should have worded that slightly different, but now that I've done the carnivore diet 30 days, and boy, I'm kind of screwing up the order. So the reason I went with the carnivore diet is everyone kept saying the weight is wonderful to lose, the energy is amazing to have. That's why I did the carnivore diet. 51-year-old chasing kids, classroom, etc. I need the energy these days. I want to lose weight, but I need the energy. And that's where the carnivore diet, I feel like maybe it's just a great fit for me. And I'm not sure if it's a great fit for everyone. My wife is like, she's like, no, not even close. Like, no thanks. No, she actually did it for a month. I don't know, maybe she'd feel great. Maybe I could talk her into it. But I better commit to a long-term thing before I start talking family members into it. But here's the great news. The carnivore diet, the hype is real. By day, even 2 and 3, I felt great. I'm the type of person, when I eat beef, especially, my muscles, like, I'm ready to go, man. I am ready to go. My muscles feel like I'm ready to do anything from yard work, go for a hike, mountain bike, surf, whatever you got. All right, should we be nice? Should we leave some meat on the bone for the dogs? Let's see who's up first. Who's up? Riley? All right. I'll see if I can do a quick one for Sunny over here. I know. Sunny, you want to say hi to everybody? Well, Sunny's over here waiting. I'll eat fast for you, okay? I'll eat fast. The energy throughout the day is the biggest plus to the carnivore diet. The losing the weight, second biggest plus. I never feel like my body is trying to like fight to digest food. Like when I eat bread, I love the taste, but then I have to take a nap. My body's like trying to figure out how to process it or whatever. Not the meat. I can fill myself up with meat, like totally full, and I'm 100% ready to go. I'm in the exact same spot before I eat as I was after I eat, as far as like energy and stamina goes. That is huge. If you haven't had that feeling before, it's a game changer. If you're in your 20s or 30s or maybe even early 40s, maybe that's not as big of a deal. You're like so youthful that you can just power through it, maybe? I don't know, you tell me. As a 50-year-old, I need the wind behind my sails. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's helpful. I don't want to, fight and battle to have energy and like battle to keep my eyes open. We do movie nights. We turn on the movie, everyone laughs and looks at me because they know I'm gonna fall asleep in about 4 minutes. And now I make it like half an hour. Actually, like the last movie we watched, I made the whole thing. Conversations around the family are getting easier, meaning I gotta explain why I'm not having vegetables. Sorry about the airplane. I still think that's challenging. Kids, eat your vegetables. No, Dad doesn't eat his vegetables. I want to try this sauce, but you know it's sugar. You know it's a sugar bomb. So good. This is so good. I want to save the second half of the rack here. Eat ribs, eat four, say four, but I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. You know what's great about the carnivore diet? I like things that are simple and straightforward. I never liked in the zone diet how I had to, if you know that one, it's kind of like building blocks. I kind of forget. It's been like 25 years, but I did it long enough that, you know, it's like a carbohydrate block of like 18 grams or something, and then a 12-gram block of protein and a 1.5 block of fat. I'm screwing them up, but that's the idea. But the actual amount of grams in each block, I messed up. But then you calculate your weight, and then you calculate how many of those blocks you should be eating, and then you gotta look on the foods and figure it out, and then you gotta decide your carbohydrates. It's really easy to say like, oh, my carbohydrates, I'll just do bread. And they do tell you in the book, and they kind of tell you like, you know, preferably you get carbohydrates from plants and fruits and vegetables instead of like sugar and stuff. But I don't know, it felt like it was easy to sort of manipulate the diet, and the next thing you know, you're not doing as well. Carnivore diet, it's like, hey dude, shut up and eat meat. Like, that's kind of like my feeling. It makes really neat too, or really easy, like if you're trying to decide if you're gonna do this diet or not. I know I've said this on my other videos, but the best way to start is simply to make your next meal carnivore. And not like tonight's dinner and then tomorrow you're gonna start like, hey, I have spaghetti tonight. No. Get rid of the spaghetti, scratch it, buy some meat, get a couple hamburger patties out of your freezer maybe. Just eat the patties. Eat some bacon if you got it. And then go buy 2 days worth of carnivore. Sonny thinks it's too good to be true. I'm gonna have to switch out Riley's bones soon. She's getting too aggressive over there. But the carnivore diet is simple. Eat meat. Get rid of the sauce. Get rid of anything sugar. Get rid of anything that turns into sugar in your body. Those are the big ones. Occasionally I'll veer from the middle of the carnivore diet with some like onions, or, you know, there's a dry rub on this rib right here that really is not exactly in the middle of the carnivore diet. I don't really have any food sensitivities. Well, I mean, if you eat bread, you're tired. Is that a food sensitivity, or does everyone just feel that way? It is what it is. But my point is like onion powder, garlic powder, pepper. I'm gonna eat those. Skip the sauce. If the sauce is delicious, it's probably a sugar bomb. When you eat the sugar, this is too good, I gotta eat it. Eat the sugar, you're confusing your body, and you are taking a big step in the wrong direction. You're doing all this to try to get your body to now use fat as energy. So if you cheat with sugar, now your body is like, it's like putting water in your gas tank, or diesel in your non-diesel engine, or it's not good. But you know, every once in a while, I'll have a couple berries with breakfast. Doesn't slow me down. Or what did I have the other day? Oh, hot sauces. Hot sauces. I did find a barbecue sauce, sugar-free. Now, I will say this. The days that I veer from the middle of the diet, I don't lose as much weight. When I was really strict on it, I would wake up and like every day I was losing a pound. When I veered from the middle of the diet, even with like seasonings, a little tiny bit of fruits and vegetables, just a little. Cottage cheese, you know, I gotta decide if cheese is gonna be in there or not, but it's really not in the middle of it, it's to the side of the diet. Those are the days I'd wake up and not lose anything. And one of the days, 2 of the days, I like woke up and gained a pound or 2. Now, is that water? Is that inflammation? I don't know. My point is, I've already tested it enough to know the more towards the center of the carnivore diet I can eat, the better off I am. If I really want to do it right, get the grass fed, grass finished. Now you're really going somewhere, but I kind of need to find the compromise in there too. It's amazing. I don't like pork ribs that much. I don't like the baby back. I don't know, everyone else does. I got it. Put a comment down below. Pork or beef? Baby back ribs or beef ribs? Beef ribs are so much better. Right. Dogs are in heaven. So am I. Wait a minute. I'm on number 4. I was going to save half this food. It's so good. How about trickiest parts of the carnivore diet the first 30 days? Lots of things have hidden sugar. Ketchup. Barbecue sauce. There was a dry rub that I bought, or looked at. In the dry rub, I thought it was just seasoning for like tri-tip. Had sugar in it. If you're gonna veer from the diet, don't do it with sugar. Preferably don't do it at all. If you have to, do it with a little bit of seasoning that's not sugar. At least that's what I found. Again, no expert here. I feel like my wife and kids have noticed too that I'm a little more easygoing. Oh, happier. More energy is obvious. I'm like getting stuff done. No procrastination in me. I never really have had that, but now I'm doing it and like checking things off my list of things to do and excited to do it, happy to do it. Instead of like forcing myself. By the way, this morning I already did all my exercises, foundation training, epic video. Go look for that. It's like 12 minutes long. Such a good video. I do my lightweight curls, 15 pounds, Yep, if you're a youngster, you're laughing at me. I know. 15 pounds over my head. I know, it's not much weight. I like doing my 10,000 steps, which equates to about 6 miles or so. Somewhere in there. One thing nice about dogs is it's like always a good time to walk the dogs. Unless you live somewhere really cold. It's January. I like where I live. I could see myself moving, but it's probably mid 60s. I don't know, 67, 68 degrees. You can go for a bike ride, you can go for a hike, you can walk the dogs, you can go to the beach, you can... That's what keeps me here. Gosh, good.
Johnny. No, Riley. Johnny.
Okay, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wrap these 3 up. Maybe one more bite. Nope, let's wrap them up. Hey friends, I hope you appreciate this video. I apologize if this video is gross watching me eat. If you haven't started the carnivore diet, make your next meal carnivore. Just trust me, just do it. And then line yourself up with 2 days worth of food. Boil some eggs, take 3 or 4 eggs to work. If you feel like you want something sugary, eat an egg. If you still feel that way, eat a second egg, right? If you need something quick and easy. Even better, as soon as you feel hungry, even a little, eat a full meal. It's gotta be meat. Beef is the best, in my opinion. I eat beef, and I'm good for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. I'm unintentionally eating 2 meals a day. Sometimes even the second meal, I'm like, I'll eat because I feel like I don't want to get hungry. But if you told me I could eat 1 meal a day and somebody wanted me to do that, I feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. I feel like it wouldn't be a big problem. I don't want to get desperately hungry, lose my focus, and go eat something dumb. I don't want to do that. Hey, if this video helps you out, my friends, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love some comments down below. Maybe you're saying congratulations. Maybe you're saying I'm doing it wrong. I don't really care. I mean, I care, but it's okay. You can speak the truth. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out the playlist. You can watch my progress over the last 30 days. My next goal is another 30 days. I'm old enough to learn that if I make the goal to do this the rest of my life, it's too long-term of a goal. If I make it the next year, it's too long-term of a goal. But if I do it kind of a month by month, let's get 30 days, let's get 60 days, let's get 90 days, and then maybe we'll talk about something longer. All right, friends, we'll see you next time. Benny, did you smell these ribs out here? Is that what you're doing?
Sure.
You smelled them and it pulled you off your video games?
No.
Take your best one. Oh, not that one. Don't take, that one's got all the meat. All right, buddy, enjoy. You can have all you want.
Okay. Is it spicy?
I don't know, I'm trying not to eat sugar these days,
Oh, yeah, sure.
so it's kind of sauce. All right, I'm gonna go check on those dogs.